When it comes to home design, the bathroom is often one of the most neglected rooms. It's one of the more utilitarian spaces, and so its design is often approached from a more functional standpoint. But when you get a bathroom design right, it can make a tremendous impact on the overall livability of the home. Today, we're going to take a look at some of our absolute top design tips for tiny bathrooms. Over the years, we've visited some stunning tiny house bathrooms. In some cases, the bathroom was even my favorite room inside the house. So let's do a deep dive into some of our top design ideas for getting your tiny bathroom right. Perhaps my top tip for designing a tiny house bathroom is to treat the space like a retreat. Often in a tiny home, the bathroom is the only room in the house that has a closing door. And if you share your tiny home with other people, it can be the only place where you get any privacy. For this reason, you can't go wrong with approaching the design of your bathroom as if it was a sanctuary space. Over in the UK, Cairo's tiny home bathroom is a great example of a space that was designed to feel luxurious. The tile work in here is exquisite.
The tile work in here was what actually set the tone for the rest of the house. I bought these tiles first, and then I had to try and match the floor. And then from the floor, I had to then match the couch. So this was what set it off first.
Especially having that stone aesthetic in a bathroom goes a long way to really setting up the space as almost like a kind of sanctuary.
Yeah, almost like a spa feel. I think a bathroom or a spathroom should always have the essence of something that's quite spa-esque.
Yeah, spathroom is maybe the coolest word I have ever heard to describe a bathroom. That's going to be a thing now, you know that.
I hope so. I love a word sandwich.
We don't spend a tremendous amount of time in the bathroom. It's where we shower, brush our teeth, and do our business. And so because of this, when you're working with limited space in a tiny house, the temptation is to minimize its footprint as much as possible. When the bathroom is given greater emphasis in the home's layout though, it can make the entire space feel more open and enhance the overall livability of the home in general, even though the bathroom may not be the most frequently used room. Megan and Mitch's beautiful bathroom design is a great example of this. Hey, this is a bit luxurious, isn't it?
Just a little bit, yeah. No, we love our bathroom. It was one of our main features in the home, so yeah, it's lovely.
Yeah, having the dual showers there, wow.
Yeah.
With a small space for the bathroom, I guess you have your essential things that need to be in it, and we decided to utilise that side of it by having a double shower. Works really well.
Of course, one of the main characteristics of a tiny house is that you don't have a lot of space to allocate. One great way that we've seen people create a bit of extra room for their tiny bathroom is to build a part of the bathroom out onto the drawbar of the trailer. In Jono and Eva's tiny house, they've cleverly used the space over their drawbar to add a basin, adding a much greater sense of space to the whole bathroom. I especially love the way you've used that bump out to create this vanity.
Yeah, thank you. We just pushed out about 1/2 metre over the tow bar, but it just really creates a lot more space in here for the vanity and gives us a lot more room to move around, essentially. And
yeah, it honestly feels like a big space.
Anthea and Wayne's use of space over the drawbar to create amazing showers in their twin tiny homes is maybe one of the absolute best ways that I've ever seen this done. And behind you is the shower?
That's right, it's the pop out that we could see from outside. It's a really nice, comfortable space. It has a dome on the top that lets natural light in so we can have a shower and watch the moon across the sky. It works really well.
And of course, some bathrooms are designed with the modern era in mind. This one even has a dedicated phone holder, which is a good thing too, because I'm playing a game I don't want to put down. This episode is sponsored by Heyday, a cozy, quirky farming game that's so much fun to play. With Heyday, you can design and build your perfect farm from the ground up. Grow crops, raise animals, and craft delicious goods, all without getting your hands dirty. Enjoy perfect weather, pie ovens always ready to bake, and the soothing sounds of gentle guitar music in the air. Heyday is where farming meets fun. Right now you can get a special farm package of 16 decorations to help personalize your farm. My 3 favorites are the hydrangeas, the ferns, and the torch. Click the link in the description or scan my QR code to download Heyday. Once you've got the game downloaded, tap the same link again to claim your reward. I've really enjoyed customizing and decorating my farm. Feeding the animals and harvesting the crops is so relaxing. Fulfilling customer orders is really satisfying too. Supporting our show's sponsors helps us to keep making content, so download the game and give it a go. One thing to consider when designing your small bathroom is to separate the toilet area from the shower and vanity, especially if you intend to share your tiny home with others. This allows for someone to be able to still have use of the toilet while someone else is in the shower. A great example of this is in Nilamani's tiny home. This is such a great design. It's neat how you've got the laundry tucked around the corner there as well.
Yes, I wanted to make sure that the bathroom was away from the kitchen, so that's why we made the laundry in between.
And it looks like you've got quite a lot of extra storage in that space as well.
Absolutely, got lots of storage.
And this bathroom design is especially nice as well. One thing that I immediately love that you've done in here is you've completely separated the toilet.
Yep, that was really important to me that I had a separate toilet. And do you like the feature wall too?
I do. What a nice addition. As with any other room in a tiny home, storage is always the key to the functionality of the space. Over in Queensland, Colin's past life as a cabinet maker is evident in the incredible amount of storage he has included in his tiny bathroom design. Lots of storage built in here as well.
You want me to show you the storage?
I sure do.
It's using the space that's in underneath and behind the steps coming up through here. So starting, say here, a little push cupboard that just stores toilet rolls or whatever. A pull-out shelf here, which is where our towels can go. Dirty clothes basket here. And even here there's a pull-out bench which actually has a 100 kg runner, so you can sit on it if you want to.
You're definitely showing off your past as a cabinet maker in this one.
There's a few more.
Space.
A little bit of space there extra, so we thought on a rainy day maybe an extra hanging rail might be useful, as well as somewhere to pop that. And one of the coolest things is this corner could have just been like 2 bits of walls with a lost piece of space, but instead of that we've built in a cupboard all the way up the corner there.
That is seriously cool.
Yeah.
Not an inch of space wasted in here.
No.
Clever storage can also be a great way to hide the things in the bathroom that you don't always want to look at, just like in Shay's tiny home.
I mean, it's bigger than a lot of the bathrooms I've had in the past, and I just wanted it to look really clean and pretty, and so I hid all the ugly stuff behind these cupboards, which is actually a part of the stairs. So when you open this up, it's just my laundry. And then I've got this roll-out composting toilet.
That is very clever.
I can tuck away and, you know, the ugly stuff is gone.
Being able to hide it away like that is just such a clever idea.
Exactly, because, you know, composting loos, they're not necessarily the prettiest things, and that way it's just out of sight and you can have a nice clean bathroom.
In some cases, we've seen wardrobes successfully combined with the bathrooms, especially in tiny homes where there is limited or no standing space in the loft. It can be a great idea to add wardrobe storage either in or near the bathroom to make changing after showering easy. Lila and Ollie have done this brilliantly in their bathroom. Now this is very spacious in here, isn't it?
Yes, it definitely is. Something that was really key for me was having a good sized bathroom. Big wardrobe was needed, and even though we've had a really good cull of our clothes, we still have so much room in there for hanging space and folding, and we also have our washing machine in that space as well, and that also connects around to underneath the stairs, and that's all storage under there as well, so it's all sort of one big space connected through there.
Mitch and Taj added great wardrobe storage right by the entrance to their bathroom. Coming into this bathroom, you've got a lot going on in the entranceway here.
Yeah, so that is our wardrobe, our kids' wardrobe, our laundry baskets, our dog bed, bit of linen storage.
Dog food and...
Yes.
there's all sorts of stuff in there.
It's the all space.
Nappies.
Yeah.
I love it. Perhaps the most spatially efficient example of this that we've ever seen is in Kari's bathroom, where her wardrobe occupies the same space as the shower. And then hiding around the corner here, we've got your toilet and basin. This is really nice how this has all been done, but no shower in here.
Actually, I do have a shower. I'm gonna go ahead and show it to you.
Oh, that is clever.
So one of the things that my dad had discerned while doing his research is the shower is a really unused space as far as square footage. So I have this full-size wardrobe that sits over my shower for the majority of the day, and then I roll it out of the way when I need to use the shower, and I have this really nice open space to use.
One common attribute amongst all aspects of tiny house design is the inclusion of multifunctionality, and the bathroom is no exception to this. The easiest way of adding multifunction to a bathroom is to include a laundry into your design. Cherie's Queensland tiny home has beautifully added a very functional laundry into her bathroom. And you've built the laundry in here as well?
Yes, the stairs have come in really handy for hiding away the back of the appliances. And I definitely wanted to have a dryer because we do get a lot of wet here. And with kids, you actually need to get clothes dry. So it's actually really practical. I don't have a heap of storage. So I've got that little drawer down there for a few odds and ends, but it actually works really well. So the functionality of putting a load of washing on and getting everything out for that is quite easy.
Don't forget to have fun and think of ways that you can make your space even more functional while also adding some character. We absolutely loved the addition of this laundry chute in Mariella and Chris's tiny home. And it looks like you've done some really interesting things with the storage in here as well.
We've created a washing chute so that we can put our dirty clothes into the washing chute from upstairs and take it out here to put it in the washing machine. And what it also does is it kind of creates this place where we keep our washing anyway, and so you don't have to have it all inside.
Perhaps the best multifunction that we've ever seen in a tiny bathroom, though, is in Molly and Ken's stunning Texan tiny home, where they even included a sauna into their design. No way. Is that a sauna?
Yes, it is. That is the surprise. Yes. This was one of the requirements for us going tiny, was to fit our sauna.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That is ridiculously cool.
Thank you. It's definitely as snug as a bug in here.
Yeah, there's only about maybe 5 or 6 centimeters within the space between the sauna and the shower.
Mm-hmm.
I certainly never expected to see a sauna inside a tiny house bathroom.
We absolutely love it. We probably use it about a few times a week, and you just gotta sweat it out sometimes.
Yeah.
Great tiny houses are still big on style, and so don't forget to add character into the bathroom and truly make it yours. The bathroom is a great place to add color and texture to really help your home come to life. Home designer Rebecca has carefully curated the colors in her tiny bathroom to create a peaceful, serene space. The color scheme in here is just gorgeous. You've got these lovely stone tiles, the concrete look in the shower, and then these pink walls. It just works together so well.
Yeah, thank you. I had it in my head that I wanted a pink bathroom. I don't know why, just peculiarly. And found these beautiful tiles, and then, and a pink to match, and also, pink basin to go with.
In interior designer Priscilla's tiny home, her use of tiles takes her bathroom to the next level. I love the tiles that you've chosen in here. It's almost like walking into a forest.
Yeah, I really wanted to bring the outdoors in, and because it's such a small space, I think like darker tiles will make it feel more impactful and cozier.
Especially with a smaller bathroom as well. It's also a great way of adding a lot of interest to the space.
Because it's small, I think when you do up all the walls from the floor to the ceiling, it just makes it look bigger.
Yeah, I completely agree. David's tiny timber bathroom has the most striking wooden feature wall that absolutely transforms his bathroom into something very special. The way that you've done that feature wall just looks so good.
That was actually probably one of the favorite parts of the build, the finishing part, taking all the offcuts from the ceiling.
Right.
So I kind of built a bit of a mosaic and took a blowtorch to them and burned them a bit to bring out the colors a bit more.
Yeah.
That was quite fun though.
To me, it makes such a difference when somebody's gone above and beyond to really beautify the space.
Yeah, that was kind of the intention. So I can leave the bathroom door open and actually have it be part of the space.
Yeah, something that you want to look at instead of just wanting to hide away.
Exactly.
Annabelle and Dan's stunning World War II train car is a great example of just how much style you can pack into a tiny bathroom. Oh my goodness, this is lovely. All of this tile work is just beautiful.
Yeah, so it's kind of like entering into a different space from the rest of the train car. It just feels like a whole nother world.
Yeah, and then that fireplace that you've got there is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, and there's a little secret in there. That's our medicine cabinet. So if you look inside, we've got a charging station for the electric toothbrush. It's a little theatrical and maybe not the most practical, but it's pretty fun. And then in this vent, it actually functions as a bathroom fan.
That is just so clever. Forget about practicality. I absolutely love it. The basin is a perfect opportunity to add unique character to the bathroom. Benj and Holly's Nook home has a custom basin that adds story and beauty to the room. And the vanity and basin just look so good. That basin especially just adds so much character.
We started doing pottery at some point during the build just as a bit of fun. It was a nice way to escape our days and just get away from everything and just be creative. We were looking for a basin for a while, but we couldn't really find one. So I asked my pottery teacher if I could maybe make a basin. She had a bit of a heart attack, poor Judy. So I made 2 of them.
Tapware selection is one of the biggest decisions you'll make in your bathroom. In Tasmania, Molly went above and beyond to get exactly what she wanted in her home.
The taps are luxurious. They were very specific. I stayed at a hotel in Sydney and I loved the interior design and the tapware. And so I worked with my builder to find the specific architect who built this hotel in Sydney and then the tapware. And so it's custom tapware. It costs an embarrassing amount of money, $4,000.
No.
Yeah. So it's custom telephone handle for the bath, so you can kind of wash yourself in the bath and feel like Audrey Hepburn.
I love elemental design for bathrooms, and the combination of Riverstone marble and Bob and Rebecca's Gypsy Mermaid tiny home in Florida is nothing short of breathtaking.
The floor is pebbles set into cement, and then it's been sealed. And then the walls in the bathroom are all hardybacker to, repel water. And then covered with plaster as well, and sealer. And then we used rainforest green marble, which is what you see under the sink, and the shelves are made of it, the threshold's made of it, the top of the composting toilet's made of it. It's all rainforest green marble.
It's really cold. Really cold in this scenario.
The use of plants, great lighting, and texture combined in Nixie's home has created a truly special space. This has got to be one of the prettiest bathrooms I've ever seen.
Yes, thank you. I think it's my favourite room of the house, definitely.
And it looks like you've designed the whole bathroom as a wet area.
Yes, so the shower, the floor, and the walls all the way around here, it's all micro cement, so it can all get wet.
Fantastic. No issues with the micro cement and the movement, and no cracking with the house?
No, none. The micro cement is absolutely amazing.
And briefly stepping outside of the world of tiny homes on wheels for a second, Evan's Pumice Earth House has a bathroom like absolutely no other. I am a little bit speechless coming into this space, actually. This is just really beautiful.
Speechless, that's pretty unusual.
It sure is. It looks more like it was carved out of rock than built.
I think it's that luxury of not having defined edges. We can just curve things, and you just have to have this ability to appreciate what it's going to look like at the end. And so there's an art to that, there's no doubt about it.
And again, just the way that everything is sort of crafted out of this lime plaster, it makes everything incredibly harmonious.
It's just less crowded. Maybe it's simpler on our mind, I don't know. But less is more, I guess.
If you're looking for ways of expanding the sense of space in the bathroom as well, you cannot go beyond the use of mirrors. In the UK, Harry and Joe have filled their bathroom with mirrors, which has had such a great effect on the sense of space in the room. And one of the things that I love about the design of this room is all of the mirrors, because it really does just add to an even greater sense of space in here.
Yeah, we're really lucky with that, and it sort of helped because we've got the one window, but it really reflects off the light, so it does feel like a nice bright space, which has been great actually. So we've got these sort of double mirrors here, we've got that one, so it's sort of on every wall almost you've got that reflective space.
It's always a good idea to have multiple entrances and exits into a home, and tiny houses often don't have mudrooms either, which means it can be an excellent idea to build a back door into the bathroom. If you're coming home from the beach all sandy, or if you've got muddy working in the garden, then having a dedicated entrance into the bathroom where you can strip off and shower without getting the rest of the home dirty is a great idea. Ryan and Ziski's tiny home has placed their back door in the bathroom to do just that. And I especially like that in this room you've also included direct access to the outside.
Yes, that was really important to us, being able to have a back door that you can come through when you've got maybe wet feet or mud on you from the garden. You can come straight into the bathroom, put things straight into the washing machine and have a shower instead of having to come through the main house.
Tiny homes are small, and moisture control is essential to think about in your tiny house. For this reason, ventilation in your tiny bathroom is a must-have. Isabel has done this really well with the incorporation of a heat recovery ventilation unit in her bathroom to consistently keep the moisture in her home under control.
So another green building aspect of this house is this Lunos ventilation unit.
So it's continuously refreshing the air in this space, and it also acts as a bath fan. So I can just turn it on exhaust mode if I take a steamy shower. And yeah, I feel it's kind of like the bubbles in a fish tank. You know, it's keeping me breathing and in fresh air, healthy air.
Kate and Benoit have tackled this by adding a dome onto their shower, which I think is a fantastic idea. And you've got a great size shower in here as well.
Yeah, we've got the shower dome as well, so it really helps protect steam, because I think the worst thing in a tiny house is condensation, and so the shower dome has really saved us a lot of mold problems. And we have our wardrobe behind us, so that's definitely an important thing to not have too much condensation.
On a quick side note about showers, there are lots of options for waterproofing these, from swing doors to shower curtains to keeping the shower open entirely. Now, I'm not a big fan of shower curtains in tiny homes, and the reason for that is that especially in small showers, they have a habit of sticking to you. Maybe my favorite kind of shower door for a tiny home is to consider a trombone door, just like we saw in David's tiny house. You've got a great size shower here as well, and I love that it's got a trombone door.
Had to be. There's no other way you could get in there with a swinging door.
Yeah. Why we don't see more trombone doors in tiny houses, I don't understand, because it's so spatially efficient.
They take up no space,
Yeah. Of course, the bathroom gets its name from the bath, something that can seldom easily be squeezed into a tiny home design. But if you can make it work, and if you enjoy a bath, it's highly recommended to put one of these in. In British Columbia, Kathleen's bath was non-negotiable.
This is my piece de resistance, my tub.
It's huge.
It is, but I do a lot of great thinking in there. And it was my one thing, is to build a tiny house around this tub, because this tub's coming.
And the placement of that window as well. What an incredible view you have right from your hot tub.
Yeah, and you can sit in the tub and see the stars at night, and when the full moon is out, it just pours in here and lights up the tiles. It's pretty spectacular.
I might have to move into this one. And in the UK, Flo found a way of getting her bath into a very tight spot. Oh, that tub is seriously cool.
Thank you. Yeah, it was a real find. It was out of an old canal boat, and yeah, it's a little hip bath, so you can sit right in it and gets really deep, and yeah, it's great.
Especially on a chilly day like today, that is especially inviting, isn't it?
Yeah.
And what you've done over here with all of this pipe work is incredible. I love how you've made the rainfall shower head out of the copper.
Yeah, we were trying to find a shower head that had a low enough profile that I could stand in the bath and, not have to duck. And we couldn't find one, and then just last minute we thought, let's just make one out of copper, and it works amazingly. It's really good.
Very, very clever. Yeah. And sometimes a tiny home calls for a tiny tub, just like in Sarah and Oliver's home. That is adorable. It does look like a mini cast iron tub.
Yeah, so my biggest thing is I always wanted a clawfoot my whole life, and I never got one. So even though we were moving tiny, I told Oliver we're still getting the clawfoot, and he's like, okay, it's going to be small, but we'll make it happen. I can take bubble baths in here, no problem. But
really? You actually fit in that?
Do you want me to demonstrate?
I think you have to.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to show you how it works. So this is me.
Have you ever tried taking a bath in that, Oliver?
I have, yeah. There was about 6 inches of water in the bottom, and it was overflowing by the time I...
Well, it's a good use of water. It's conservative. You don't need much. Once you get in it, it kind of comes up nice and high.
That's definitely thinking on the bright side. I like that. For tiny homes that can't fit a bathtub, we also really love shubs as an option. A shub combines a shower with a small tub, and so for a tiny house, you cannot go past the additional functionality this provides. In Julia and Matt's tiny home, their addition of a shub was essential for family living. It's a really nice sized bathroom here as well, and it's great to see you've got a huge shower with a good shub as well.
Yeah.
With kids, that's got to be essential.
Yeah, for sure. I really fought for that shub. Matt was like, let's get a shower. And I was like, no, our children need a bath. And it worked out so well. They still have baths in there today.
It's incredibly difficult to fit a bath into a tiny house design without seriously compromising the space. So, one of the best and most popular ways of incorporating a luxurious bath into your design is by taking it outside. We've seen some incredible outdoor bathtubs on the show over the years. Rachel and Greg built spectacular twin baths into the deck of their tiny home.
You know, it's got a few interesting features as well with the baths. There's 2 baths hidden underneath here. So it was actually an afterthought. We started building the deck and we thought we should put a bath in, and then maybe 2's better than 1. So that brought some challenges. We had to adapt the design a little bit, but it's come up pretty well actually.
Yeah, especially with the fire going at night. It's a real treat.
What a dream. And just like real estate, an outdoor bathtub is all about location, location, location. Tim and Claire have it made. And with this home, you can see that you've done a lot of other things to sort of really beautifully embed it into the landscape. I see you've got an outdoor hot tub there, and I even saw a sneaky outdoor shower down there and composting toilet with probably the coolest view in the world.
I guess these little touches just to make it more homely. Having an outdoor bath there, gas lit underneath, and then watching the sun go down behind the mountains is like, you know,
great.
Can't get much better, right?
If you have the space for it, another thing to consider is creating an outdoor bathroom entirely. This can be a luxurious option that enables you to create a unique outdoor bathing, showering, and bathroom experience. In Byron Bay, Samara and James tackled their outdoor bathroom with a whole lot of style. Now, what you've done with this bathroom is really interesting because it's sort of outside and sort of inside. It's this lovely hybrid, isn't it?
It's probably my favorite bathroom I've ever had, actually. I love an outdoor shower, but then, yeah, the rest of the bathroom we obviously wanted inside. So we kind of resolved it so the door opens and you can have it as one whole bathroom with the shower outside and the toilet and basin inside, or you can close that door and that toilet basin area is fully enclosed. So obviously if it's raining, then that makes more sense.
And especially when you've built such a small, tiny house, there's a lot to be said, I think, for separating the toilet a little bit more.
Yeah, definitely. I think it helps make it more livable for us.
It helps bring the outside in a little bit, which you're always interacting with the world around you. You're not just closed off from it, which I think is pretty important. And it's definitely something we've become to realize the longer we live here, is that how much we actually appreciate the surrounds as well.
And Emmett's outdoor bathroom, made from reclaimed old windows, remains one of my absolute favorites. I think the way that you've done this is so cool because in so many ways it's like the natural evolution of living in a tiny house. You've been traveling around in it, now you've found a spot where you're willing to be a bit more permanent and you can build your extensions.
Yeah, look, I'm pretty happy. I've got a treehouse toilet and a bathhouse as big as my tiny house. So this is my treehouse toilet.
Now talk about having a toilet with a view, huh?
Thank you. Yeah, this is my throne looking out into the trees. Yeah.
Incredible.
So I actually used one of the trees as a stump, and then we've put in 3 other large stumps in kind of a rectangular formation, and we've actually lifted the base of the toilet floor up off the ground over a wheelie bin because it's a compost toilet, and the wheelie bins are a great way to use as a reciprocal to take all of the waste while it's composting and then just wheel out and replace once you need a new one.
Very clever indeed. And then this must be the bathhouse.
It is, yeah, come on in.
Wow. I love the way that you have just surrounded this whole room in windows.
Yeah, I was joking around constantly saying I'm playing Tetris with windows, and that's kind of what it was like. I'm really happy that I was able to make it work and most of the windows actually open and close.
Now, when you're building a bathhouse like this, it's pretty rare that you could just build it all out of windows because normally it has to be such a private space. But there's just no one around here, so why not do this?
Exactly. I wanted to be looking out down the hill into nature, into the trees while I was lying in the bath or having a shower. So yeah, it's a beautiful aspect.
Just like with all aspects of small space design, the key to designing a good tiny house bathroom is to pay attention to how you use your space and personalize it to meet your needs. Have fun, be creative, and design a space that you're gonna love. A big thank you to Heyday for sponsoring this video. Download the game now and give it a go.